Good evening and welcome to the news on Assets Television. I am Eugenia Solomon. First, the headlines. House of Representatives wants INEC offices relocated from local government secretariats. Petrol marketers warn against panic buying, say there is enough stock. Nigeria Football Federation scribe gives thumbs up to Flamingos despite Ulster. Now the news in detail. Some students' unions and gender activists have commended the House of Representatives for passing the bill to prevent, prohibit, and redress sexual harassment of students in tertiary educational institutions and related matters connected therewith. Briefing newsmen in Abuja, the stakeholders tasked the Senate to emulate the Green Chambers and pass the bill with the speed of light for quick assent by the President. In her remarks, the founder of Gender Mobile, Omowumi Ogunrotimi, commended the sponsor of the bill, Akinrotimi APC, Ekiti State, and the entire House for advancing the bill. She said that the bill, when passed into law, will ensure learning environment is safe for all students. According to her, policies are not enough, but a framework to echo all infrastructure is required to regulate social relations and ensure predators are not harbored in environment of learning. The Federal and State Auditors General of Nigeria have called for a uniform auditing standard in the auditing profession in the country. The national chairman of the body of a Federal and State Auditors General in Nigeria, Sunday Adegoke, made this known during a 4-day capacity building for the Auditors General held in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. The body held a capacity building for staff of state and local government area Auditor General of South-East zones. The theme of the workshop is enhancing public sector auditors' performance for relevance and value addition. Adegoke, who is the Receipt Auditor General of Ondo State, explained that the recommendation was in the best interest in order to address misappropriation and to curb corruption. According to him, the responsibility entrusted would enhance probity in public financial management and accountability. He noted that the conference is expected to strengthen capacity of personnel toward resolving corruption. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has confirmed that bulk power supply has been restored to parts of northern Nigeria after weeks of blackout. The company said it successfully restored bulk power supplied through its 330 kilovolt Ungwaji Apiro transmission line 1 as at 4:56 p.m. on Wednesday. The TCN's General Manager Public Affairs, Ndidi Mba, said that power supply was restored to Lafia, Makudi, Jos, Kaduna, Kano, Bauchi, and Gombe states following the completion of repairs on the vandalized section of Ungwaji Apiro transmission line. Assets Television News will continue shortly after the breather. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us, and if you are just joining us, you are watching the news on Assets Television. Now, the House of Representatives has invited relevant agencies of government to review measures put in place to safeguard lives and property ahead of predicted flood in the country. The agencies are the Federal Ministry of Environment, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and the Hydrological Services Agency. This summon is sequel to the adoption of a motion by Ceci Wingan, APC Lagos State, at plenary. Moving the motion earlier, Wingan said that the federal government predicted 5 days of heavy rainfall, which may lead to flooding in 22 states and the Federal Capital Territory. He said that the identified locations Most at risk of severe flooding include communities along the flood plains of rivers Donga, Benue, and Ogun in states such as Osun, Delta, Cross River, Anambra, Taraba, Nasarawa, and Kebbi, amongst others. In a related development, the House of Representatives has urged the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to relocate its local government offices to neutral and secured locations to protect the integrity of the commission. The call followed the motion adopted. The call followed the adoption of a motion by Sunday Machi LP Enugu State at plenary. Machi said that Section 157 of the Constitution guarantees INEC unhindered autonomy and independence to conduct national elections. He said that INEC has a critical role in conducting free, fair and credible elections across the country in accordance with the law. He noted that that majority of the INEC offices located government offices were situated within local government headquarters. In his ruling, the Speaker Tajuddin Abbas mandated the Committee on INEC and other relevant stakeholders to ensure compliance and report to the House for further legislative actions. The Abuja Municipal Area Council (AMAC) has announced the commencement of a property assessment initiative urging full cooperation from property owners within its jurisdiction to enhance resource allocation for the 2025 budget. AMAC Chairman Christopher Maikalangu made the disclosure while highlighting the importance of the assessment, which had been suspended for the last 8 years. He emphasized that the assessment was crucial for making informed decisions about infrastructure, schools, police posts, and other public amenities. Maikalangu said the initiative will be led by Ebukani and a team of certified surveyors. Maikalangu warned property owners that refusing access to surveyors could lead to legal repercussions, as it was a criminal offense to deny access. Major petroleum marketers have assured the public that there is sufficient petrol supply and urged against panic buying. In a statement released on Thursday, the Chief Executive Officer of the Major Energy Marketers Association of Nigeria, MEMAN, Clement Isong, affirmed that ample stock is available in the tanks of Dangote Refinery and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, while saying there is a reliable forecast of future supplies for all petroleum products. Isong noted that deregulation enables diligent marketers to plan and secure their supply needs in advance, helping prevent shortages. Consequently, he stated that MEMAN does not anticipate any petrol scarcity in the immediate or near future. Well, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has charged Nigerian youths to cultivate the culture of savings for a fulfilled future. The need to save money from childhood through adolescence to adulthood formed the theme of Wednesday's World Savings Day, celebrated by the Apex Bank in Abuja. The acting head of Consumer Protection Department of CBN, Ibrahim Yahaya, said the CBN was committed to savings awareness creation, as according to him, saving provides the necessary pool of funds for investors to borrow from and grow the economy through productivity and job creation. Yahaya further encouraged Nigerians to continue to save despite the high rate of inflation. On the foreign scene now, rescuers in southern Spain are racing to find those unaccounted for after flash flooding killed at least 95 people in the region. It's not yet clear how many are missing, but hundreds of soldiers have been deployed to Valencia, one of the worst hit areas, to help with the operation. Some areas can only be reached by helicopter due to roads being blocked by mud, debris, and piles of cars. Spain's King Felipe VI warned that there had been enormous destruction to infrastructure and that as a result, some communities were harder to access. Local authorities have issued warnings about false information circulating online, including whether Valencia's tap water is safe to drink. And in the world of sports, the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has once again patted the Flamingos on the back for their display at the 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Dominican Republic. The team returned to the country on Tuesday night and was formally welcomed by the General Secretary of the Nigeria Football Federation, Dr. Mohammed Sanusi, who said the ladies put up a good fight and needed to be encouraged despite quarterfinal elimination by the United States of America. The Flamingos had spanked New Zealand 4-1, routed Ecuador 4-0, and piped host nation Dominican Republic 1-0 in overhauling their Group A, reaching the quarterfinals where they were outclassed by the Americans in Santiago de los Caballeros. And the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Dominican Republic will be the last to be played on a biennial basis, with the competition to be played yearly from next year on, and Morocco to host the first 5 edition. With that sports story, we end the news. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms for more updates and programs. On behalf of the entire news crew, I am Eugenia Solomon. Good evening and many thanks for watching.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.